Hello guys, so this is the video to review the question that I did during the previous live session because typically I will restrict the live session to be just 3 hours. Then by the time after the 3 hours is Saturday 10 plus, I'm too tired to go through to mark my work on which one is correct, which one is wrong. So usually I will always follow up with a review to explain the questions that wasn't done correctly and also to calculate the marks to see how did I really do lah. Okay, so this is not a video to explain to you guys about the solution of 2019 Hua Chong paper 1. If you guys are looking for that, right, please go to a live session. And the purpose of, so how do you find the video, right? Go to my homepage and under the live tab, okay, then there will be the video. Okay, so forgot what I say. Yeah, okay, so yeah, this video is about that. And yeah, why I choose to do a live video is to show you guys like the problem solving technique, the things to look out for, the perspective to look at the question to come up to devise a solution, which I don't think is discussed a lot or is emphasized that much in what we see today lah. Okay, so hopefully by doing this way, you guys can gain something from it, and yeah, we shall begin. Okay, so let's look at the first question. Oh yeah, and if the video quality is too bad for the previous live session, right? Like I have to toggle the software I use is not that user friendly to show my explanation and the workings at the same time. So in future I'm gonna use this. Okay. So anyway, the first question is correct. Yeah. So I will just go through this question by question until I came across something that I do wrongly lah. Okay. Then while I go through this question with you guys, right, I will write, if I never score the full mark, I will write minus how many marks, and at the end of this video, I will tabulate how much do I really get. Okay, so question 2 is correct as well. And question 3 is the one that I couldn't do. Okay, if you guys seen last video, I was struggling, I was wasting a lot of time on this, so end up I didn't do the last 2 questions. Yeah, so yeah. Okay, so anyway, the problem that I faced last week, right, or last Saturday or Sunday, I can't remember. I think it's last Sunday. Yeah. Okay. Is that I was very bothered that the angle they give us is not this thing. Okay. Then after that, I couldn't execute a cosine rule. Because to utilize this two side, right, you need to use the cosine. You need to use this angle with the cosine rule. Then you will be able to express VC in terms of all these. So I was like, cannot. Then after that, I try sine, but when I try sine, then what I will have this angle as a sine inverse. Okay, so you guys go and go back to the live video and take a look. Every live video I will upload. Okay, so I was like bothered with it, and like I was so, I don't know how to say, embarrassed or not really. So yeah, it's such like I feel like it was a really big pity because I always preach like this way of this technique to my student, but then like on the live session I really couldn't execute it. Okay, so I'm just being real with you guys. Okay, so yeah, sometimes it happens. Okay, like I put my name out there and I take a risk of 砸我的招牌 yeah, but then just want to show you guys that okay, like maybe in prelims you guys will experience like roadblocks along the way. Okay, yeah, but it's really about okay sticking to it. Then after that and experience it so that you go with it experience by experience. Okay, so this one, how do I do? Oh yeah, how should I do, right? Okay, I should have realized that, right? Okay, if I got one side, I got two side, what I want to find is this side, right? And I have this angle, right? Okay, three side, one angle, right? That should be able to satisfy cosine rule. Okay, and this one is known, this one is known, this one is known. Definitely, you will be able to find BC. Yeah. Okay, so I should have thought of that. Okay, so applying the cosine rule formula. Okay, AC square is equals to AB square plus BC square minus 2 times 1, 2 times AB times BC, and then cosine angle, angle in between these two, okay, all these two. So the angle in between them is angle ABC, okay, which is pi over 2 minus x. Okay, so last week I go through with you guys, okay, how sine 90 minus x and cosine x is related lah, okay, or the other way. Okay, so for example, here is pi over 2 minus x. Okay, so if here is 90 degree, we will know that, okay, these two sides need to make up to pi over 2. That's why this side need to be x. Okay, this one plus this one then can be pi over 2, can be 90 degree. Okay, so I was saying that sine, cosine this thing, right, okay, is equal to this side divided by this side. Okay, so but then if you look at sine x, right, it's still the star divided by the rectangle. Okay, so adjacent over hypotenuse in one from one angle, right, is the same as opposite over hypotenuse from the other angle. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is this is equal to sine x. Okay, so from here 4 equals to 1 plus bc square minus 2bc, after that sine x. Okay, so sine x is just x because of the small angle approximation. Okay, because they give us this information, x is sufficiently small. Okay, so with that we will be able to re-express this as like that. Okay, so yeah, so the key is still to find BC, but let us reorganize the information a bit. Okay, so 0 is equals to BC square minus 2x BC and then minus 3. Okay, so look here. The objective is to find BC. Okay, so this is a form that is very similar to quadratic equation. Okay, so if you want to find quadratic equation, right, then BC will be equals to, okay, how do I know whether you can use quadratic equation? Because there's an x here, right? Some of you guys may be like wondering, okay. So to me, right, that formula method, right, is derived from completing square. Okay, so if you really religiously go and complete square, right, okay, your x will be left inside the completing square. Then after that, you move the thing, square root the thing, then the x will still be involved. So to me, it's just manipulation. Okay, so it's fine to use the formula method. Okay, yeah, just go and do the if you guys still don't understand what I'm saying, right, go and do a completing square, try to understand how you relate to a formula method, then you will understand that a formula is just representing the completing square. Do it up if you don't understand. Okay, so now is negative b plus minus square root b square minus 4ac, okay, over 2a, so 2 times 1. So it's equals to 2x plus minus square root 4x squared plus 12 divided by 2. Okay, yeah, okay. So over here, your multiplication mental sum need to be very good. I see a lot of students, like once they get into secondary school, JC, they start to just rely on calculator because you still need that skill to pick up certain patterns. So to me, what I see 4 and 12 is related. Okay, so then you will know that you can simplify them. So their common factor is 4. So I'm gonna take out 4 and square root it. Okay, so it's become 2. Okay, square root. So it's equals to x plus minus square root x squared plus 3. Okay, so just from here, right? Whenever you guys see something like this, right? All question, then you should always have a alarm or whether you need to reject one of them. Okay, so if we look at the value of this thing, okay, because x here is x here is a positive, right? Because if you think about this as a radian, right? Okay, x have to be 0 to pi over 2 lah, else the whole thing will be negative radian, which don't make sense. Okay, so x is from 0 to pi over 2, 0 to 90 degree. Okay, so means that it's a positive. So if I square root this, okay, the value of this is equals to x. Okay, so x squared plus 3, right? Okay, the value of it will be more than x. Okay, so you cannot use x to minus x squared plus 3 because that will give you a negative. Okay, so I will just say reject because BC because x is positive because BC is positive. Okay, so over here, how do we show it in this form? Okay, take note that over here is an estimation, so we need to use the binomial expansion. Yeah, okay, so I hope that I still got space. Okay, so x plus x squared plus 3 to the power of half equals to, actually just let me write below. Okay, so over here, x squared plus 3 to the power of half equals to x plus 3 1 over 2 bracket 1 plus x squared over 3 half equals to x plus square root 3. Did I do anything wrong? Let me check. Yeah, should be fine. 1 plus x squared over 6 plus half, then minus 1, so minus half over 2 factorial, then times x. Don't need already, because until to the power of 2. Okay, so this is sufficient. Okay, this one square. So equals to square root 3 plus x plus square root 3 over 6 x squared. Okay, so just let me check the solution for a while. Yeah, okay, so it's correct. So just like this, I lost the 5 marks. It's a lot considering that I'm aiming for 90, but yeah, later you guys will know that I'm way off that because I just by doing it live and explain to you guys any question, I already run out of time. So maybe at the end of video, I will talk about how I gonna rerun whole this series lah. Okay. Also, like the previous recording wasn't that great lah. So, but we will improve along the way. Okay. So next one, question 4. Okay, so question 4, part 4, right? There's a mistake I made, right? Okay, on part 4, the second part of part 4, right? Okay, they are asking us to find f prime x. F prime x means differentiation of fx. So last lesson, I think I was too pressured for time or something. Okay, try to understand the graph, the gradient of the left side of the graph. Okay, this gradient, sorry, not this graph, the part 3 graph, okay, like that, okay. This gradient is a negative gradient, then more negative, then very negative. Magnitude, the magnitude become steeper and steeper, so the magnitude become bigger and bigger. That's why it become more negative and more negative and more negative. Okay, that's why the graph should look like this with asymptote here at 1/6. That's why I have -2 marks because this part of the graph is wrong and then the asymptote is wrong. Okay, so with that, I already -7 marks. Okay, so continue. Next one, question 5. Okay, so question 5, again, I made a careless mistake. Okay, this thing I suddenly changed to 1/3. Okay, it should be continue to be here like this, 1/2. Yeah. I'm correct. It's 1/3. Uh, Let me just take a look at the answer. Just now I never checked properly, I think. I think my OC is wrong. Their OC is okay. So all these. Their OC overall is they times OD. I go and times MD, sorry. OM. Pardon me, because I totally forgot what this question is already. So MD 1, 2, so should be 2/3. 2/3 of OC. So OC, what's OC? 1 lambda minus 1. So OC, so this whole thing is 2 OC lambda OB is 1. So lambda OB. Oh yeah, correct. Okay, so my just now what I say is correct. Yeah. Okay, I didn't times the 2/3 hour. Okay, so this one still remains as half. Okay, so just now what I say was correct. Okay, so here I go and change this. I shouldn't change. Okay, so here remain as half. So this one times this one, then it become 1/3 lah. Okay. Yeah. Correct. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so this one is also very, I don't know, very casing. Yeah. Okay. 2/50, I should be able to see the relationship and simplify it to 1/25 lah. Okay, so with that I minus another mark. Okay, then okay, this one I never minus myself any mark. Okay, it's just plus yeah. But if you guys want to think minus 1 mark, yeah, it's fine. Okay, then okay, so over here everything is correct, which I'm quite shocked because I thought I would have some careless mistake. Okay, so overall, like how I perform for this paper, I'm still pretty satisfied considering that I haven't been doing practice for so long, and I only usually do practice when it's very near exam, when students start doing papers. Then it's more of like I need to know the question. That's what I need to do. Yeah, so that it become the lesson is more up to speed. Other than that, I don't do at all. So since last year November, I haven't been doing any. So yeah, the fact that I'm still can do this under first live session and under the pressure to do it, I'm pretty happy with everything. Yeah. Okay, so this part is also another one that is super confusing. I was doing at 9 plus, 10 plus on a Sunday night. So yeah. Okay, so what I want to say about this, right, is that I was a bit okay, so these values are correct. 1290. Okay. After that, this when n is 15 and I don't know this one is what. I think 15 and 14. Okay, and 15 and 14, right? Then the respective value, okay, they are correct. These and this value are correct. Okay, but I also mentioned to you about this concept when like if you see now my n is 15. Okay, then so if here is 1, this one is your n, right? So if this one is 1, this one is 2. Okay, so if this one is 15, right, the LED beside it, right, is LED 16. Okay, so because it's LED 16, right, it is red. Okay, not yellow. I saw it, I didn't think until so far. Okay, so because the arrangement is LED 1 is red, then orange, yellow. Okay, so red, orange, yellow. 1, 2, 3. Okay, then after that I just thought n is equal to 15. Okay, then I just thought n is equals to 15, that's why the color is red. But then this is LED number. Okay, so that's why the LED is 16 now. Okay, this is not n number. Okay, so LED is 16 now. That's why the color will be red. Okay, so overall, this one I think is pretty minor. So I minus myself 1 mark. Okay, but then the next one I then start to discuss about this concept. Then I got it correct. So you can see, yeah, it's pretty. I'm pretty well off already. Okay, then after that, question 10. Okay, question 10. I'm quite lucky. Okay, because part A and B are not associated. Usually they put the question like this, right, or they phrase the question like this, right, means that it's under the same topic, but then they are totally not related, means you will not make use of any information of A onto B. Okay, so what the mistake I make here, right, is that because V is 2 minus IU. Okay, so because minus IU, right, okay, I times the U is this thing, I times the I inside, okay, and I 2 minus it. Okay, but I forgot to put the bracket. Okay, so because it's minus IU, the whole IU. Okay, that's why over here I mean careless mistake. Okay, so I will minus myself 1 mark, then the rest is correct. Then I also very glad that this one is correct, because I thought that I'm gonna make some careless mistake, but never. Okay, next up, this is a -2 because I don't have time to finish everything. Okay, but like that's why I went through question 11, question 12, and they are pretty doable. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, so previously, right, they have already mentioned that there one of the factor, right, is x plus k. So k is 12. Okay, so after that there will be two more factor lah. Okay, because this one is a quadratic. No, sorry, cubic. Okay, that's why 3 factor. Okay, but then with what we have now, right, we are not able to. We still don't know the 3 factor lah. Okay, because we are only given with 1 factor. Okay, so we still need to balance out the equation. So to balance out the equation, here need to be a x squared, so that like that, right, you will give you the x cube, bx cube. Okay, then after that, this thing need to be plus 1. Okay, after that, think of what can this be. Okay, because I go and take out the b, right, yeah, okay, I'm gonna put this as ax. Okay, so we compare coefficient. Maybe you wanna, definitely it's not x coefficient or x cube or constant, right? So looking at this, I think I would do coefficient of x bar. Okay, so compare coefficient of x. So coefficient of x is 12ax. Sorry, abx. Okay. And then plus bx. equals to b plus 12. Right. I take out the x, take out the x. Okay, then after that, try to understand because your answer need to be in terms of b. Okay, so we are trying to remove away this a. Yeah, sometimes I try to simplify things okay, so, but if you guys want more detailed explanation, then 有缘分OK 有缘分我就会讲 yeah so yeah continue to watch more of my videos okay then after that here we are trying to solve for a okay so this one minus b so 12i equals to 12ba so a equals to I over b. Okay, so they want us to express it as a product okay, so it's b bracket x plus 12, then after that x squared plus x over b plus 1. Okay, so over here that's why your ability to spot relationship need to be very strong okay, by looking at I try my best okay, but by looking at okay, because this is a hands question, and then they suddenly out of nowhere ask you to find this root just now. Okay, so it cannot be out of nowhere one, right? Must be should be somehow related. Okay, and looking at your this thing here, okay, you should be able to draw some association now. Okay, so x plus 12 bracket bx squared plus x plus b. I think there's a I, right? A is I over b. Yeah. So this thing and this thing is the same. Okay, so previously we already showed the roots already. So these are the roots. Okay, so that means that we can express them like this. X minus 1. Okay, so minus 1 minus. Okay, so just plus 1 plus over 1 plus 4b squared. And here I. Okay, now after that, x minus. Okay, I gonna bring the whole minus inside the other roots. Okay, so just now is minus minus, so now is minus plus. Okay, so bringing the negative, okay, it will become like that. Sometimes it's very difficult to capture what I was trying to say. Then you guys need to slow it down, and after that write it on paper. Then you understand that, oh, that makes sense. Okay, I'm gonna do it here, but then next time do your own, be self-accountable. Okay, so I'm trying to say is usually the answer will be like that, right? After that, then minus 2 roots. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is I put it plus, then the minus 1, I will straight away consider it with the roots already. Okay, that's why in my head, right? Okay, I have this thing, then I think about, oh, just now what is inside here. Okay, as in what are the rules that currently, what is the rules that we are interested lah. Okay, so in my head there's this image, so I will know that it's like that already. Okay, so that's it for question 10, which I think I could have done it if I'm given more time. Okay, so next up, we're gonna talk about question 11, which I didn't manage to even like touch on it during the previous live session due to the lack of time. Okay, so over here. Da, 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 da. Okay, so this question, I both 11 and 12, I do it during my own time already. This because this to facilitate the flow of the video. Unlike the live session, the objective is different. Okay, so this question 11, the thing that you need to, so after doing that question 11 and 12 by myself, I thought that the rest of this, how many marks, from question 11 and 12 is 26 marks. Yeah, 26 marks. Okay, so I didn't do the 26 marks. Okay, let me calculate one more time. 4 plus 5 plus 3 plus 4 plus 2 plus 3 plus 3 plus 2. Yeah, so that was 26 points that I throw away. Okay, so but after doing these two questions, right, I was like, wow, it's very doable. Okay, so let's touch on it. Okay, so over here it says that, okay, this one is called a container. Okay, so it's important because else when they ask you to find what real change of depth of container, then you don't know whether is it this one or this one. Okay, this one over here they call it bowl. Okay, so all this kind of thing, when x is a real number, x is more than 4, x is positive, whatever, right, is very important. Okay, so when what is x, x and y, right, x and r, okay, refers to the radius, okay, of the container. So it could be like this also. Okay, and then x refer to the depth of the container. So it can be like this, or it can be just like this. Okay, but anyway, here we are talking about when x is more than 4. So when x is more than 4, volume of the container equals to pi r square, and then height. I'm doing the cylinder first. Okay, so height is this amount is x, so x minus 4 plus 1/3 pi. So the radius here is 2.5 square. Okay, because the radius is like this, 4 when x is more than 4. Okay, after that height is 4. Okay, so for the sake of the discussions, I never work it out. Okay, whatever. I didn't work it out as well. Okay, so dv over dx, okay, is equals to, just because the rest are constant. Okay, like this one times this one times this one is a constant, and this one also constant. Okay, so we just need to differentiate this part. Okay, so differentiating this, we will get 2.5 square times pi. Okay, next up, you see over here, right? Okay, we will change our depth. Okay, so dx dt. Okay, so to form this, you need to do dx dv times dv dt. Okay, so your dx dv is 1 over 2.5 square pi, and then your dv dt is this thing. Okay, times 18. So equals to 72 over 25 pi. We are change of depth. So cm cube per minute, or you write per minute also can. Okay. So over here, this thing, you realize that the depth is decreasing, so it cannot be positive. It should be negative. Over here also negative because the volume is taken out from the hole. That's why the volume of the water is decreasing. That's why dv dt is decreasing. Okay, now next question, B. dr dt. Okay, so over here, right, now we note this that the x is changed, okay, where x is equals to 2 now. Okay, so the volume will also change accordingly. So volume will be equals to pi, okay, pi r square h. Okay, okay, so now this is the new radius. Okay, so volume is pi r square x. Okay, so we need to, but then x is a known, so x equals to 2. Yeah, let me see what I write. Okay. So usually we will do the substitution last lah. Okay, so if we want to substitute this thing, right, okay, we need to, or rather if later we need to differentiate, right, if two variables we cannot differentiate, so this thing, right, we need to change it to in terms of x. Okay, so changing it to in terms of x, r over x equals to 2.5 over 4. So r equals to 2.5 over 4 times x. Okay, so equals to 2.5 over 4 equals to 5 over 8 square. So 25 over 64 pi x cubed. Okay, and after that your dv your dv dx now will be equals to 64 divided by 3 so 75 over 64 then pi x squared. Okay, so as a result, what's the rate of change? Wait, no, of r. Okay, so dr. So I got it wrong. Okay, so to find dr dt, right? Okay, you will need to have here will definitely need to be dr, then here definitely need to be dt. That's why this thing need to be in dv, this thing need to be dv, because dx, can you make sense? Dx, because we don't know what is dx dt. The x is not so consistent. Only the volume is consistent in flowing out, but then because the surface area is not consistent, that's why dx dt will not be consistent. That's why we cannot use that. We still need to make use of this dv dt. Okay, so that means to say we need a dv dr. Okay, so here is wrong. Okay, so we need to express x instead. So x will be equals to 4 over 2.5 r. So 4 over 2.5 is equals to 8 over 5. So this thing will become, give me a while. This thing will become 8 over 5 pi r cubed. Then dvdr will be equals to 24 over 5 r squared. So this thing will become 5 over 24 pi r squared then times 18 equals to 10 over 3 pi r squared. Okay, so when x equals to r will be equals to 1.25, I think. Yeah. So we sub this one in, so dr over dt. Yeah, again this is negative. It's negative. Dr dt equals to okay, so that is equals to 10 divided by 3 divided by 5 divided by 1. Got some problem here. Let me check whether I get it correct. Somehow some cases mistake again. B. Okay, I saw my mistakes. Okay, one because it's a cone, so 1/3 here. So here 15. To differentiate this is yeah. Okay, let me redo everything. Okay, so sorry. Okay, so here will be VDR equals to A/5 pi r square. Then after that, we want dr/dt. So dr/dt is dr/dv times dv/dt equals to times minus 18 8/5 pi r square. So equals to 9 minus 144/5. This one I didn't invert, sorry. So this one is 5/8 pi r square. So equals to minus, so this one cancel, so 2, so minus 10. Wait, cancel, cannot. 5 times 9 minus 45 divided by Okay, then after that, when x equals to 2, and then your r will be equals to 1.25. So your dr dt is equals to this one divided by da da da. And let me check. Minus divided by 1.6. Okay, I got it. Okay, good. So eventually you will end up with minus 25 divided by 4 divided by 1.25 square then 1. Okay. Minus 36 over 5. Hi. Okay, that part done. Okay, then moving on to part C. So I'm gonna clear this yeah, I'm gonna clear this and okay, part C. What is part C? Hopefully I don't need the information from previous. Okay, part C they were saying that okay, they want us to find the volume of the empty space after the liquid from the container is completely flown into the bowl. Okay, so for example, after all the liquid is being transferred into the bowl, okay, they want the remaining this remaining area on top one. The means the space the empty space. Okay, so firstly we need to find the volume of the container first. So volume of container it will be equals to, so just now was the volume of remaining liquid. That V was equals to that. Okay. Now this V is okay, I will just write volume of container. Okay, will be equals to pi r square h plus 1/3 pi r square h plus 1/3 pi r square h, and this the value will be 418.88. Okay, I will just give it in terms of digits, okay, in terms of decimal instead of pi, because over here they say 3 decimal place. Okay, after that you need to find the volume of the bowl. Okay, the volume of the bowl comes with your understanding of your graph. Okay, so this graph, right, I think you guys should roughly know is a ellipse. Okay, so the horizontal radius or horizontal length, okay, is 15 to each side. Okay, then after that 10 to the top and bottom. The top and bottom. Okay, so with this, this is how it will look like. Okay. Now after that, they say below the x-axis. Okay, so this part don't have. This part don't have. Okay, so the question is, how do we form the equation for this? Okay, so equation for this, yeah, comes from x squared plus y squared over 100, and we make y the subject. So making y the subject, y equals to okay. So maybe not this. Maybe we don't need to. We need to consider other things. Okay, so how to find the area of this bowl, right? Okay, is integrate pi. Then what's the radius? The radius is x square. Okay, then after that dy. Okay, so we actually want to it's better to express x square. Okay, so expressing x square, it will be x square equals to 225 minus 9/4 y square. Okay, so this one pi integrate 225 minus 9/4 y square dy. Okay, at this point of time, because they say leave your answer the 3 decimal place, I should use my calculator lah. Okay, and the value I get is 4712.4. Okay, and after that, because then now volume and empty space will be 4712.4 minus, oh no, they say 3 decimal place, so I need to leave in 4 decimal place. I might have lost my data. I gotta see the answer and take the value. Give me a while. Okay, so need to leave in 4 decimal place. So here is 8790. Then uh, 3890. Again, and this one 3890 minus away this thing, and it will give you wow, what 3 decimal place? Yeah, so it's 4293.510. Okay, so yeah, so if you guys rewind, etc., the question 1 to question 10, I lost, I think, 13 marks. Okay, yeah. So one, so let's think about this. I lost 13 marks, and that 5 marks is the BC length BC one. Okay, so that one is I really get it wrong. Okay, so 13 minus 5, so it's 8. Okay, 8 marks is the little forgot to do this. Yeah, minus 1 mark. It's all the minus 1 mark, minus 1 mark, minus 1 marks. Okay, all the little careless mistake. It's 8 marks already. Okay, that is 8 marks. So getting 90, you really kind of need to make sure that every question you will be able to do. Okay, which is not in this case. And after that, the bulk of the marks, the 26 marks, okay, was in question 11 and 12. So as a result, total, I lost I lost 39 marks, 13 plus 26, 39. And I only got 61. Okay, can you imagine, like, I claim to, like, I want to get 90 and I get 61. Yeah, sometimes it's like everything goes well, but then to reach that level of standard is a lot of assiduousness. Okay, and I want you, and you guys should, this is like a very good learning lesson for me and for you guys, to know that, like, the difference between B and A is actually, like, it's very big. Okay, so I don't want, like, to set a false expectation, etc. So I totally okay with, okay, first try in this 90% series. I just get 61. Okay, let's see how it goes for the future series, for the rest of the series, I mean. Okay, so moving forward, I have been thinking of, like, should I still, like, keep to the time limit of 3 hours? Because if I do that, it's gonna be very, how do I say, it's gonna be very, I gonna rush the explanation. Okay, and I really don't think that would be efficient for your learning now, and that kind of defeat the purpose. And it doesn't make sense that, like, I still need to factor in, I still need to do it in the same time where I need to explain to you guys each and every point. Yeah. Okay, so with that, the next one, I just gonna, I still try my best to do it within the timing, because I need to simulate that environment. Okay, but then it's not hard and fast. Okay, if I cannot, then I will continue to just go on and go on and go on. Okay, so yeah, with that, that's all for this review, and I will see you guys on every Sunday. I think let me check. I don't even know whether it's a Sunday or Saturday. I believe it's Saturday. Yeah. So I see you guys every Saturday, um, 7 o'clock, and yeah, I hope it helps. Okay, bye bye.